Hello, friends. I am Coach Jay at MrJRelationshipCoach.com, here to give you your weekly dose of vitamin J. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about rumination. I've had a short clip on rumination before, but I just want to go into a little bit more in depth because I've been getting a lot of emails and questions about ruminating. So what is rumination? Basically, when we have these continual thoughts that come into our mind, and usually they provoke sadness or anger or frustration or hurt. It's over and over and over, almost to the point where we can't help it. So that is rumination. Why do we ruminate? Well, a lot of people with anxiety ruminate. People that value their others in a relationship over themselves are constantly ruminating about, did I make the wrong decision? Did I say the wrong thing? People that are betrayed ruminate. What was I doing when this person was doing that? Or continually having that thought come into their mind. That's ruminating. It's a continual thought. So a couple of things I wanted to say on how to stop ruminating is, number one, try to distract yourself. So if that means call a friend, if that means blast the radio and sing a song, if that means immediately go into prayer mode or meditation. So distracting would be my first level of how to address ruminating. The second thing to do would be to stop it in its tracks, because you can't stop what you don't acknowledge. And sometimes when we ruminate, we do so often. I mean, there's an old saying that we may not have a lot of choice in what comes into our mind, but we do have a lot of choice of how long it stays or what we do with it. So some people put a rubber band around their wrist. And the minute these intrusive thoughts come in, they start ruminating, they immediately snap that rubber band. It basically just snaps them back into reality. And then the last thing I want to say, which helps a lot, is question your rumination. Ask yourself these two questions. Is what I'm thinking about right now productive for the person that I want to become? Is this ruminating? Is it me allowing this thought to stay in my head? Is this serving me? And if it's not serving you, then all you're doing is letting whoever you hurt, or whoever hurt you, you're hurting yourself over and over and over. So question yourself. The last thing I wanted to say, sorry, I said last thing before, but I do have one more. One of the things that you can do, this is slightly more advanced, is instead of attaching what your reality is to that rumination, maybe attach something else that's actually a reality. Okay, so you're ruminating on, when your brother-in-law stole your tractor and crashed it into a tree, and that's pissing you off. Got it. But what were you doing during that time? Were you eating lunch? Were you spending time with your family? So whenever these thoughts come and you want to ruminate on those negative thoughts, immediately recall or replace that thought with something positive. Years and years ago, when I was betrayed, I had a baby during the time. And so for years, I would ruminate about the betrayal. But instead, what I decided to do was, when rumination would come in, I would instead recall the times that I was holding my baby, I was feeding my baby, I was listening to my baby giggle. So now when rumination comes in, automatically I'm having great thoughts, great emotional responses instead of the negative ones. So I hope that helped a little today. A little chat on rumination. If you have any questions, drop me an email at MrJRelationshipCoach.com. And I look forward to seeing you here next week. Until then, be kind to yourself and to others.